think we addressed the tackling. I think we tackled. I don't think the tackling was poor in the Ohio State game. We tackled. I measured tackling, and you know, we take a tackling percentage, and really we were 90% in the Ohio State game, which meant we missed 6 tackles. We missed 6 opportunities, which in the course of a game is really not that much. I mean, that's pretty good. If you tackle at that standard, you're going to play well. You're not going to give up a lot of big plays and a lot of yards and those sorts of things. And I think we did that. We saw it against Ohio State. We didn't tackle as well against Kansas State. We tackled below that standard. So we haven't changed anything that we're doing. I mean, we've been doing the same drills over and over. We try to, you know, again, put guys in situations that they'll be in the game. Try to get a drill that's going to simulate a tough situation that they're in. We've been doing that since we got here in the spring training camp. Pretty much how we operate on a day-to-day basis. So it's not anything different. You know, we're going to emphasize it every day. That's one of the first things we talk about. Somebody's got to do a better job.
Since you guys, I don't think there's been a day that I've been out here that you haven't been stressing, hey, don't make it up. Yeah, that's kind of your mantra. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, just don't make it up. Means just do what you've been trained to do. Don't all of a sudden get out there in the game and start to jump out of your gap or do something different than you were trained to do. You know, and again, that's the keys to defenses being successful is everyone doing their job. Really, that's ultimately what it comes down to. You know, any great defense over the course of history has the kind of attitude where guys are unselfish. They're not concerned with making plays themselves. They're concerned with being in the gap they're supposed to be in and doing their job, even if that means they're not going to make the tackle. And you know, against a team like Kansas State, who's running all the things they were on option, you need it more so than ever. And I think there was points in that game where guys just started making stuff up. So they have to get back to doing what they were trained to do on a consistent basis. And there were a lot of plays where they did. There were a lot of plays they did. It's just the wrong times where we had a couple MEs or we had a guy out of his gap or somebody do something they weren't supposed to do and we got exposed for it. There were a lot of good plays in there. And I think we have to teach both ends. I think we're consistent with how we do it. We go in and we show them the plays where they were successful, why they were successful, and then show them the plays why they weren't successful, and hope that we have a lot more successful plays.
To stop the freelancing, I mean, what do you do in practice? And do guys lose starting jobs? Do they?
Yeah. I mean, it's competition every day. I mean, these jobs are wide open. I mean, there's no spots open. You know what I mean? It's kind of a one-day renewable. You know what I mean? Wherever you're at, that's it. You got to figure it out, and you got to get it done. And we'll continue to make moves until we get the right combinations of people. Hey, let's face it, it hasn't been the stability as far as the lineup. I mean, we've been adding guys back and getting guys back and doing that kind of stuff. So it's been, we haven't had a really consistent lineup with the 1s and 2s, and we're striving for the best lineup and we'll continue to build a team.